absolutely amazing. Not only can he write that, but he can remember it all in his head. Look at that. And obviously you've not been to any of those parties at all, really. No. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to move on now to a new and upcoming artiste. Jolene, is that right, Jolene? Jolene. Jolene Dewson, and she's from Ayrshire, somewhere in Ayrshire. Can't remember what you said. Sawn in Ayrshire, and she's going to hopefully do 3 pieces of work for us tonight. And I'm told that usually there is a pianist as well, but sadly he's not here.
It's a moving note. It's a
song
that matches one of the poems.
Oh, okay. Another time, but come on up, that would be lovely. Let's hear it for Jolene.
Hi everyone. Well, this is all new to me, reading out my poetry like this. And this first poem's about Robert Louis Stevenson. Now, I apologise if I'm just about to give a very brief history lesson, but it's in case you don't know this little bit about him. In 1985, he wrote Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He was very ill. He was dying, they thought he was dying of consumption. His lungs were rupturing. There was blood everywhere, and he wrote He wrote the story, and then he had a row with his wife because she told him it wasn't allegorical enough, and he burned it, and then he rewrote it very quickly. And this poem is just after they've had the row. And his wife is called Fanny. And when he was a little boy, he was called Smout. It was his nickname. Okay, it's called Hide Within. Washroom, shadowed mirror. A reflection I see. Not me. Hide, lurking, furiously staring. Pernicious, faint smile beneath cracked lips. My lips. Stained insipid, decaying lung matter, clatter, breaking every glass bottle in rage. Crippling cough, cold floor to my feet. Blood drips through autumnal teeth, rose and snow, white night shirt. Fanny echoes, ardent, arduousness help, void of malice. Flaccid phallus, I'm barren as husband, taut tongue callous. Jet fingers inked, cat surrender doleful tears. Hide howls, harking for hope. Little Smout hears him out. Shuffling to bed, flickering lantern. Odious flames bitterly biting, freezing fever-laden air. Crystallized breath signals Dr. Jekyll's death. And this one is called My Song. It's just about being creative. You guys will know about this. And when you just can't find your creative soul, and everything that comes onto the paper is just rubbish. But it's also about when people misjudge you, when you're too intense and they don't know why you're too intense. It's called My Song. In heaven, in bliss, in love, first kiss. Rhyming rubbish, it comes too easily. Where is my soul, my depth, the creativity that I crave? Spoiled child I am, demanding or brave. There I look, am I just lonely, sitting no flats on a stave? Where am I going? Am I alone? Am I free? The music that fills me, is it mine? Is it borrowed? Is it free? It's not always a minor, a sweet tuneful melody. Am I destined to roam? Will I settle with thee? How twee. Funny sarcastic laughter, my parody. Ramble of a confused mind, or so they think, quietly in their whispers. Where is your music, I cry, exchange ye? But their stave has no major, it has no minor. Why, it doesn't even have bars to call time and me. This is my last little poem. This is just a little dit, really. And it's inspired by this picture. It's Bristol Gravy. And they had an advert of the three little pigs and the big bad wolf all eating together. And it just sort of gave me the inspiration for this. It's called Dinner at the Three Little Pigs' House. Let me in, little pigs, little pigs, little pigs, says the big bad wolf. Let's be friends. Let's be friends, explains pig number one. You would eat me and roast me done. No, says the big bad wolf. We could sing and dance and have tremendous fun. Oh, let me in, little pigs, little pigs, little pigs, says the big bad wolf. I'll cook us a meal. You'll cook us a meal, cried pig number two. You would slice me like bacon, like steak for a coup. No, says the big bad wolf, we can have fish or chicken, cordon bleu. Let me in, little pigs, little pigs, little pigs, says the big bad wolf. I have some bisto. Bisto, says, why did you not say, shrills pig number three. Of course you can come in. I trust in your sincerity. I am in, little pigs, little pigs, little pigs, says the big bad wolf. Let's cook dinner. Where's my knife and fork? Ah, Bisto, did I say it was for pork? Thank you.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you very much. There, you got some interesting influences, historicals and adverts. That's been really good. And I hope you'll be doing some more of that somewhere else soon, will you? Some more gigs, yeah? Good, good, good. I'm just going to introduce a local poet, David Tollick here. He's well known on the open stage circuit. Sounds quite impressive, doesn't it? And he'll just show you a little bit of his work.
Thank you.
Have your hands together, yeah.
Thanks very much. I'll maybe put this up a wee bit. Does it go up? That one. It's just, it's a wee bit kind of...
I don't know what you're talking about,
Thank you. Thank you. Bisto actually comes to mind. I'm a vegetarian. Did you know Bisto's completely vegetarian? That surprised me. Bisto and peas is evidently somebody's favourite vegetarian meal. There you go. Right. Yeah, Bisto and peas. Now then, I haven't put that up, of course. I'm now too high, haven't I? This, the first one I'm going to do is it's after a concert as well. Like we had a few concert and festival inspired ones. This was after going to the Cairndale. I don't know what inspired the gang of us from my office to go to the Cairndale for a David Bowie tribute, but it was something else. It really was, and it inspired this little bit of poetry, which is really just a bit of fun. I hope nobody here was at the Cairndale that day, or in fact is related to the guy who did the tribute band. But here we go. It's just called David Bowie Tribute. It wasn't showy as in Bowie, nor was it bow wow wowie bowie. More karaoke and hokey cokey from a lookalike wee English blokey, a foot too short for our man Ziggy. He obviously didn't give a figgy about the dash he didn't cut. More of a limp than a stardust strut. Not an angsty coke-headed Major Tom, more Pearly King meets Blackpool prom. Or line dance collar, yes that's it, as on the head the nail is hit. While Belly of Beer and Bingo Wing dance round the handbags in a ring. Those cats will surely trip right out on their next saga tour, no doubt. Yeah, that was quite an interesting one. And the other one I'm going to read is one which Sue Palmer loved and put, thank you very much Sue, in the Green Handbook, just the recent edition of that. It was actually inspired by the really severe winters we had last kind of 2 years, not this year. This was quite a nice winter this year. And I was just out a lot walking because you couldn't really do it. You couldn't go anywhere. It was so cold and there was that much snow and frost. So although we're not in winter at the moment, this is called Winter Chores, and it's inspired by a particularly cold spell in the countryside round about where I lived. Winter chores. Afloat on a sea of iron, 2 weeks of frost, over 2 inches of snow, the farm is mid-ocean. Battened down, all hands at chores, mending, feeding beasts, checking supplies, mucking out. Everything crammed in, under cover for comfort. Cattle drift through another day, working their passage, blinking from the shed's fug, at shoals of small birds, blowing in for warmth and spilled barley. Winter, always the scariest, regular as the tide, this far north. Thank you. Yeah, I've got one more. Mine are quite short, Sarah, so. Quite a lot of my stuff's inspired by the natural world and just putting voices into animals or talking about scenery and countryside and stuff like that. I really get a lot of inspiration from the natural world. This was I was on holiday and I was on the top of a mountain up north, Loch Nagar, in the late evening. It was a kind of odd time to be up there. It was almost going to be getting dark soon, and we saw these ravens at the top of Loch Nagar, and they were just absolutely spectacular. They were just so at home in their environment, and thousands of feet up, and fantastic birds to watch. Raven. Your talk easily carries the mountains, flattening the blue hair further into her scrape, ears down, nothing there. Only her breath moves as the boulder field rings with your call, ice falling on rock. Beneath you, deer hug the ridge. Your chatter will not irk them until death takes them. Then they will taste your beak. Man's careless, leisurely ways leave you their scrap. You will waste nothing. You will stay above them. You know what they lost. You know what they look for. You and the hare and the deer, you have it safe. Dropping into nothingness, your hidden, shining eye sees everything that moves and all that is still. With the eagle, you are fearless. It is not fear that will stop you. 9 winters have set your mind. There is no going back. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh, it's gone up a bit. Hang on. How do you make it go down? Right. Thank you very much, David. That's fabulous.